So here's a super cute set I did the other day, and I've done quite an in-depth video. I've shown a lot. So this is one of my horsey gal friends. I've got a group of them at the moment actually. They're all having like acrylic overlays, but they're keeping them super short. So this is my friend who works on a hunt yard. So obviously it's a very busy time of year at the moment, and she needs nice short nails, but also it's nice when you work hard with horses to have pretty nails, because the rest of you can look pretty hammered and weathered the rest of the time. So there was a little bit of lifting, and you can see like a little bit of brown at the back. That's just, you know, it's dirt. It happens with horses. So teeny tiny little bits of lifting, but in the natural nail prep I've got rid of all of that, and there's no problem. So just cleaning off the natural nails after removing that previous set she had on, and she had teeny tiny Persian prints. So this is all my natural nail prep, and then I'm going to dust off, and then I'm going to prep and prime the nails, and then we're going to apply the new glitter. So one thing I'm really loving with these overlays is a lot of these ladies are wanting like some of the chunkier glitters, and I used to do like, oh, I want to do long nails and exciting, like really long, woo, but I like the challenge of using quite a chunky glitter on teeny tiny overlays and still making them look nice and natural and not too bulky. So the glitter she went for today is Pip from the Fairy Christmas Collection 2019, which will be available soon. And what I've done is, as you can see, I've applied that thin clear base, so just topped up from where the infill was, and then I'm using small beads of clear acrylic just to pick up little beads of this glitter and apply on the nail, and then just pushing that around with the tip of the brush to make sure I've got nice even coverage. So then moving on to the next and doing exactly the same thing. So always make sure that you work with teeny tiny beads when you're working with such small nails, because you need to make sure that when you're capping this, you want the design layer to be as thin as possible, because when you cap it, you don't then want it to look very bulky, which is one thing I get a lot of people come in and they say, you know, gel polish just doesn't work for me, but I don't want anything to look like bulky, nasty acrylics. So they come to me and I try and make sure that they leave with nice, thin, structurally sound, but also quite nice and delicate acrylic overlays. So to prove that, I thought I'd show you a little sideways view. See how it got exciting there with the camera angles. See, applying that thin clear base, and you can see just how thin that clear base is. I'm then going to come in and do exactly the same thing. So applying that bead of clear acrylic, and then just using the tip of the brush, and hopefully this will give you a better idea of how I use the brush, because you're seeing a side angle here. Just applying that tip, blending that glitter in, applying that tip, applying that glitter, and then just using the tip. You see how it's just the tip of the brush is touching the nail there, and keeping that glitter nice and thin. Now working in small beads means that you've got the control so that you can then apply teeny tiny thin layers like this. If you just put on a massive bead with a big chunk of glitter, you would struggle to keep it this thin. So as you can see, that is then super thin. Then moving on to the next nail, just to show you again. Just keeping nice and thin so that when it comes to capping, that nail still stays nice and thin. It's not going to be bulked out. Then I'm going back and capping at these nails. You see, keeping my brush between the acrylic and the cuticle there. You don't get the best view. Again, this is one of the first times I've really used this new setup. I've done it occasionally on other videos before, but I was just, I'm going to just quickly try this today. I hadn't planned it at all. So you get an idea, and then do you see how I just keep that nail nice and thin? I'll try putting the camera the other side next time and see if you can see a bit better there. But yeah, you can then see how thin I keep those overlays, so they're still looking nice and natural and not too bulky. And then filing in, so usual filing routine, sidewall, free edge, around the cuticle area, and then the barrel of the nail. That was hyperlapsed when I recorded it, that's why it's going so fast. I haven't edited that up, I just did a hyperlapse video quickly, so soz. Now just adding a little bit of stamping, and this is from one of the Moyou stamping plates, and this is the lace collection number 3. Just using the white Moyou stamper, and then it's actually the Born Pretty stamper, I think. Or it might be the Moyou one. I can't remember. I got sent some to trial recently. I can't remember which one I used. I think this might have been the Moyou that I used here. So I just wanted to add a little bit of like cutesy lacy patterning in there too, because she's off to a wedding. So they were quite, you know, quite girly nails really. Wasn't happy with that one, so just removed it with some nail polish remover, and then doing that again, and then I was happy. And then I'm going to apply the top coat. So I apply, oh no, haven't even finished. One more to do. I remember doing this set of nails. So now applying that top coat. Remember, whenever you've done any stamping or artwork or anything, you always need to double top coat that. So I apply top coat to the nails with stamping on first, cure that for 30 seconds, out the lamp, and then I apply the second layer of top coat and then the first on the other nails, and then cure for the full 60 seconds. And then when they're all done and I let them cool down for a little bit, I then come in with my nail polish remover and just get off all that excess polish around the nails. And then I'm going to apply some cuticle oil. And there you go, guys. So these are just a super cute set of full glitter overlays. Hopefully it's been able to help show you how to keep your overlays nice and thin and natural, so that your ladies can still have beautiful nails however teeny tiny they are. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!